Page 5, Old German Dance. 4/4 time. Let's look it over. We got treble and bass clef. We got quarter notes and half notes and eighth notes in all over the place for both hands. I'm going to take it one hand at a time. Let's make sure we got the notes and the fingering and the rhythms down. Right hand first. Starting out with thumb on C. That puts you in this position. That's quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when I start learning a piece of music, I play the whole thing connected, legato. We'll put in all these staccatos and that stuff later. Just get the notes and the fingering right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first line, and the second line is very similar. Let's go down to the third line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. See, they're stuck in eighth notes. So you got to think 1 and 2 and, or however you count eighth notes. I don't know. But that's it. It's just over and over on the count. The last line's similar to that. Let's look at the left hand. It starts out with little finger here. That puts your hand in this position. Half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just play it all connected. Everything's together. Let's go down to the third line. 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Just playing the same thing the right hand is playing, but at a different time. There, it's like a duet going on. Put the hands together at the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Second line similar to that. Jump down to the third line. Here, 1, 2. And the last line is similar to that. Work it out. You go any speed you got to go. Maybe I went a little too fast. That's fine. You go your speed, but it has to be a steady. Keep in mind the key word here is dance. And if it's a dance, you have to keep a steady speed, because if people are dancing to it, they can't be speeding up and slowing down. And if you hesitate, they trip over themselves or whatever. So it's no hesitation. So you work on those spots if you're hesitating and get rid of it so the beat is steady. Then we can add the articulation, the staccatos and things, and the slurs. The left hand, for the first couple of lines on the half notes, there's nothing marked, so just connect them. Play it all connected. The right hand has the slurs. And then I'm using a nice light wrist. I can use finger. The technique you use for this is up to you and your teacher, just short staccatos. At the end of the line, lift up the right hand. So at the end of the first line, you're lifting up. And the same thing at the end of the second line, you're lifting up. Now here you got slurs in each of the hands. For the half notes, play them as connected as you can. You can't because they're repeated notes. But remember the other stuff is connected. At the end of each of these lines, lift up. It's like taking a breath, and then you go on. But the beat has to be steady, so be careful on that. Now when you can get the articulation more or less okay, add this dynamics to suggestions, and they are just suggestions. Starting out MF at the beginning, that's moderately loud. That's the right hand, because that's the melody. You have to decide what sort of loud is. It's in the middle. It's on the loud side of in the middle somewhere. Keep the left hand softer than out of the way. We want to hear the melody. echo that. You're going to play it softly. That's the right hand. The left hand has to be really soft. And then in the third line, it's loud. It's louder than you were at the beginning, just a little bit. It's on the loud side. And this is both hands. Both hands get the melody here. And then in the last line, it's like an echo of that. It's soft. Both hands are soft. That's the dynamics through suggestion. The dynamics add a lot to a piece, but I suggest you get to know the piece and then you start feeling these dynamics. So you're making a statement and then you're kind of echoing that statement with the next line is what they're doing here. Speed-wise, it's kind of a moderate dance. Now, tempo or speed doesn't have to do with the beat. It's not how fast the beat's going. It's how fast the overall feel of it goes. In the third and fourth lines down there, how fast do you want that? You look at the trickiest part of a piece, like the third and fourth lines, where the eighth notes are, and decide how fast you want those to go. How fast? I feel about the speed I'm playing it is a nice moderato speed. However fast I'm playing that is how fast I'm going to play the beginning. Because the tendency is you'll play the beginning faster and then slow down when the eighth notes come along. You're just moving along just fine, and then you get to the third line where the eighth notes are, and it's... and you've slowed way down. Well, the dancers won't like you if you do that. So figure out how fast you want the third and fourth lines to go, and that's how fast you go at the beginning. Well, you learn it, then come back and play it with me. Let's double check we have the right notes and rhythms. I'm not going to do the dynamics, just notes and rhythms. I'll give us 4 counts. Let's play it together slowly. 1, 2, ready and go, and 1 and 2. Four.